episode of Dos and a Half Cincos. This is episode 104. In this week's movie of the week, we review The Matrix Resurrections. But before we get into it, as always, I'm your host, David.
I'm Stuart.
And I'm Ben.
Guys, outside of the movie of the week this week, did you guys see anything else? And how was your holiday break, Ben?
Oh, yeah. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I got sick. That was fun.
Womp.
And then I'm here now.
Oh, okay. You didn't do any. You didn't watch any movies or TV shows or anything while you were resting.
Well, god damn it. I know I watched something. Shit. What was it?
The New Year's Rockin' E special. By the way, Happy New Year
Happy
to both
New
of you.
Happy New Year.
It's not Chinese New Year yet, so no red envelopes.
It's not the good one.
Wait,
No.
does that mean you give us envelopes now?
Yeah.
The
oldest
guys
Is
person.
that how it works?
Guys aren't my children. I don't think.
But
it
you
works
have
like
it.
that.
Or
I mean, we're kind of.
You guys get Christmas
You're like
presents. How else?
the
What
father
else do you guys
figure.
want?
money. What
Okay.
the fuck? What kind of question is that?
Okay.
Money me.
I'll see if it's in the
Money
budget
me
for us
now.
to do it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. All right. While Stu and Ben, you guys think about what you guys saw during our little break. I wanted to make mention. I know that Ben, you watched Squid Games, right?
I
You
didn't watch
finished it?
all of it, but
you know what happened in it. So there's a new one that came out. It's not Squid Games, but it's a more like atmospheric. It's not really horror, but it's definitely suspense. I would suggest maybe possibly checking it out. It does have English dub. It's not as good as obviously the Korean, but it's called Silent Sea. It's on Netflix. If you guys have seen any reviews or anything like that on it, I would highly
haven't,
recommend
but
it.
I do have a question because I have
Mhm.
seen it on there.
Mhm.
Is Netflix like going hard to the hole with Korean
K-dramas?
shows?
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. 1,000%. I mean,
Like,
they know what their
Squid Games was good, so let's get them all.
they're
And then
greenlighting some pretty good stuff. There's another one that is coming out, and the name is escaping me, but it's a zombie. I think it's called All of Us Are Dead. That's debuting at the end of this month, and I saw the trailers for that. Seemed pretty interesting. Looks pretty good as well. So that's. But yeah, no, they're definitely heavily invested in all of the foreign shows. I mean, Terrace House was huge from the Japanese market until the unfortunate suicide that happened on set. And then there's the Squid Game stuff. I mean, you kind of have to invest in it when you destroy Korean internet, I guess is probably the best way to put it. One of the internet service providers in Korea is suing Netflix for taking down their entire network because of how overloaded it was because everybody was trying to view Squid Games. So, yeah, no, I think that their investment into the the Korean and Asian markets seems to be doing pretty well. And I would definitely check it out if you guys both enjoyed Dead Space. It's kind of like that. I mean, obviously there's no necromorphs or anything like that, but the ambiance.
that's like the whole game. Then what are you talking about?
The ambiance, like
If you like
the ambiance on it.
if you like Dead Space without like the necromorphs or the space or the spaceships,
No, it's in
or the-
space. It's still in
or the
space. It's like
improvised
75%.
weapons or the
Give it a shot. Watch the first episode. 75%.
And if you also like when Dead Space took place in I
Disneyland.
don't know, in Seoul, or like that doesn't sound like any of the things that I liked about
if
Dead
you
Space.
liked it in Seoul, but also no fried chicken and no Korean barbecue.
Well, that's not, they don't have the good stuff then and then.
Then but still watch it.
Dead Soul.
But yeah, no. Of course, we're gonna get a Dead Space remake. But yeah, that's what I spent the break watching. I binged it over pretty much 2 days. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Dead Space?
No, not Dead
Oh.
Space.
Wait, you're playing Dead Space again?
Silent Sea. No,
Dream.
I'm not playing Dead Space again. I'm gonna wait for the remake. That should be pretty good.
And then you're gonna stream it?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, okay. Oh, I do remember what I watched.
What did you watch?
I rewatched Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Hey, so did I.
Wait, really?
On HBO Max.
Oh,
right?
wow. Well,
I also watched Shawshank Redemption again with Irene because she asked me what a good movie looks like, and I was like, "Here, let me show you one." She really enjoyed that.
that's
as
not
well.
Speed Racer.
I said a good movie, not a great
movie.
Yeah, not the greatest movie
The
of all
greatest
time.
Could that be the episode title? Speed Racer is the greatest movie of all time?
That's
Is
not
that too long?
happening.
No,
ever.
it's not too
That's
long.
never
That's
gonna
perfect.
happen.
That's
As long
perfect.
as Stu is editing these episodes and I am the host of this show,
It
that's
is
never
going to
gonna
be
happen.
Speed Racer is the greatest movie of all time.
That's
All
Have we
right.
reviewed Speed? We have reviewed Speed Racer, right?
No,
Nope.
no.
Yeah, we have.
No,
Didn't
we
we do a race? Oh, that was the racing anime movie that Ben picked.
Yeah.
What
the
the
second
why,
to Speed Racer.
why he didn't pick Speed Racer?
Because the live action one's the only one he cares about.
Oh, is that true?
Huh?
Not the TV, not the anime.
Yeah, no, the live action one.
Oh, okay.
But
Well.
okay.
Did we do racing movies or sports movies?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did sports movies. Why didn't
Yeah,
you
we
pick?
did.
Because I had to pick Airbud.
Oh.
I had
a
patriotic duty
Oh,
to pick Airbud.
that's true. He is an athlete.
Nowhere in the rule book does it say a dog can't play basketball.
Yeah, but we're going too far off the rails here. Ben, why did you watch Jurassic Park?
It was one of the weekly movies that we watched, and it was Letty's pick. We took one of our friends to go see West Side Story, and he said, "Oh, that was pretty good. This Steven Spielberg guy is all right." And we're like,
Oh my God,
"Wait,
what,
have you
you're
never
12
seen
years
Steven
old?
Where have they been living? Under a rock? Never saw Saving Private Ryan? Never
Yeah.
saw...
No, we started listing out every movie he's made, and he's like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope," and we're just like, "All right."
You know what?
Is he friends with Keith?
It might be. He
Can
may be
I-
immersed. Who knows?
I'd really hope this plays out where it's like they go back and they watch like Jurassic Park, they watch Saving Private Ryan, all those movies, and then they're like, yeah, not as good as West Side Story.
Oh my God.
Not best work.
Now thinking back on it.
Or Raiders of the Lost Ark? Any of the Indiana Joneses? Catch Me If You Can? I mean, come on.
Yeah, like
The Terminal.
Saving Private Ryan was all right, or what was
Dude,
it? Schindler's
you
List was okay,
Yeah,
but you know what? It could have really was a dance.
Some more
number.
musical numbers.
Needs more musicals.
Oh man!
Imagine him saving Jewish people in song.
Yeah, fight.
Is this Fiddler on the Roof? Or Schindler's List? Schindler's on the Roof.
More like Hitler's on the roof.
Oh! He said it.
Can we
He
put
said
Hitler
it.
in the title?
I'm surprised that you guys didn't go right down the list from the last movie that he made before West Side Story, Ready Player One.
Actually, well, I watched it and I was like, I don't think he's gonna really
But
like
it has
this
the
movie.
same main character. Isn't it the same dude?
No, I don't. Is it Ansel Elgort?
I'm
It's the
pretty
same
sure it
universe.
is.
I don't know.
Pretty-
Is it?
It's in the same universe.
I don't know.
It's
But
the
anyways,
member.
West Side Story, Ready Player One, same universe.
it could be. So when
Oh,
I was
no,
watching
it's
this
a different
movie,
guy. Dude, he looks so similar.
you're just racist. Anyways, so the movie, right? Like every time I watch it, I've always thought like it's really good. Like it is one of those 10 out of 10 movies, that is just flawless. There's nothing wrong with the movie. However, on this watch, a thought occurred to me.
Uh-oh.
Dennis Nedry, Wayne Knight.
Mm-hmm.
He's often played as the villain of the movie. He steals the dino DNA. He sets off all the events in motion that would, tear Jurassic Park apart. I think he's right, though. He's a solo software engineer doing the job of a whole team, essentially. Mr. Arnold knew some shit here and there, but he doesn't know any of the code. He's looking through it. He's like, oh, I don't know what any of this code means. It's because, hey, I didn't take the time and actually review whatever you pushed, So he didn't know the code base well enough. This dude deserved to get paid more. And, I've spared no expense my ass.
Actually, Ben.
That's a point in the movie.
Actually,
You should have known.
Nedry bid on the project, so
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he was being paid the amount he was his own fault.
That's
Oh,
right.
I read the book, and according to
I
the
think
book,
that's in the movie.
it's in the movie. If you paid attention to the clip notes and you read through the script and the
I don't
footnotes,
think you need to pay attention to the cliff notes. I watched it. And he mentions to him. He says, "You're the one who said you could do the job."
Yeah, and then he asked for a raise, and he's like, "Nah, look at
So
this."
why would you underbid just to be able to say that you can't do it?
I'm
Why
a
not
solo
just bid the price
programmer.
you think it's worth?
I'm gonna underbid a massive project so I could get the money, and then oh no, I'm
Double it.
expected to do everything.
Or what
Who could
happens
have
if he
seen
applied
this?
for the job and it was misrepresented him? He gets the job, and now he's stuck with it, and he's just
No,
like, "Well, you kind
Ben,
of
I think you're
misrepresented the
projecting a
job.
little
I would
bit.
like to get more money to represent what I'm doing."
I would like my stapler, please.
Or yeah, he is the embodiment of what's his face, Morton,
From The Office.
Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
I'll bring this place down.
Me.
That was the plot hole that you found.
No, not a plot hole. That's just
He's a hero.
yeah, he's the hero.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing what we all wish we could do: just take whatever we want and then just
Take the
leave.
money and run.
Yeah, just taking all the dino embryos and DNA and just getting $1 million out of it. That's the programmer dream.
I've always wondered if Barbasol got had better sales after the movie or worse sales after the movie.
The little can of
the little can of
extremely enticing can of shaving cream.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I actually thought I didn't know what Barbasol was. I don't know what shaving cream was, so I thought that was whipped cream.
Yeah, it just looked really enticing, right?
Right, and like he sprayed it on his hand and everything, and he put it on top
really
of the
nice.
pie.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
put it on the pie.
And-
that movie does a really good job of making things enticing, like the food in that movie. Holy shit!
Like the Jello scene.
Jello.
Yeah, the fucking Jello scene, the Chilean sea bass, the fucking humans,
delicious
humans are tasty.
Well, to the dinosaurs.
Yeah, why do you think the dinosaurs ate them?
That's who their target audience was.
The dinosaurs, the
yeah,
dino
exactly.
people.
The dino people. Okay, we've spent a lot of time talking. Stu, did you jog your memory at all?
I mean, I really just watched kind of like a lot of Christmas movies. I think Home Alone was on a lot at my house.
I saw that.
I watched Die Hard again, and then Nightmare Before Christmas, and what else?
Jingle All the Way.
Oh, shoot! I was gonna watch it, and I ran out of time. But yeah, Die Hard, always a fun watch. This time around, though, I started to notice like this movie has a lot of like kind of smart commentary that has no business being in like like an action movie. Yeah, like about how like it, and this time around it was mainly like the newscasters in the movie, and just how like vain and shitty they are, like like not only to each other, like the male, like there's in this, because it's really, they're not in the movie a lot. It's just like little snippets, but it's like the male broadcasters like wants his spotlight, and he feels like he's being like ignored or something, and then also like the little Weasley reporter guy who's like goes to his house and forces the nanny to like let them talk to the kids and stuff. Like, wow, these guys are pieces of shit. And they were also like responsible for like, oh, they blew his cover, also just trying to get the lead, the hot lead. So I thought that was funny this time around.
Did you happen to watch any of the follow-up movies to it after watching Die Hard? I ended up watching 2 and 3 over the Christmas break.
3's not a Christmas one though.
No, I know it wasn't. I just was like, I forgot what happened in 3, so I watched 2 and then I watched 3 afterwards. So I was like, 3's. I feel like 1 and 3 are follow-ups of each other. 2 has nothing to do with the other 2, right?
2 was like a rehash of the first one. I feel like,
but just in an airport.
Yeah, exactly.
But the only thing that would probably crossed over was the reporter that was on the plane, right?
Was he
right? Because Holly Gennaro and him had that restraining order against her.
I don't remember.
Oh, but Yeah, but yeah, no, it's what other Christmas movies do you wish you would have been able to squeeze in over Christmas and New Year's?
Mm. Well, I mean, you mentioned Jingle All the Way. I forgot to watch that one.
Yeah.
Um, like I was primed to watch it, and then I just didn't for some
Get
reason.
around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
holidays get busy with stuff. It happens.
yeah.
What about you, Ben? Anything you wish you had gotten a chance to rewatch or
I
watch?
think I think Stu said a Jingle All the Way,
Uh,
definitely. I mean, that's like
um,
the Christmas movie.
did either of you get a chance to check out Don't Look Up?
No, I did not.
I I want I don't know. It's like specifically for this movie, I feel like it's gonna be kind of hard to watch for me.
Why is it going to be difficult for you to watch?
I don't know, just because it's just so depressing. Like the subject matter would be just so depressing almost.
Okay. I watched it and I'm still don't know how I feel about it. I wasn't the hugest fan
Hmm.
of it. But my brother-in-law said he watched it and he loved it. So I was like, I don't know. So I guess it's kind of understanding why it's kind of like a polarizing movie. Some people will really enjoy it and some people may not. So I'm
Is
definitely
it
in
like
the
a little too on the nose? I heard that's like one of
I
the
I
main
feel like
complaints about
to
it.
me it might be too on the nose and also at the same time might be trying too hard.
Hmm.
Those are probably the two biggest cardinal sins, I think.
I
Um,
get that vibe a lot from modern comedies.
I don't know. I didn't think it was. I thought there were points that were pretty funny, but then some of it I was just like, I know that's supposed to be a joke, but and it's supposed to be funny, but I wasn't laughing at that moment. So that's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, I don't know. I also it's a little bittersweet for me because I know the director Adam McKay is like recently kind of gone into not recently, but with his last few movies, he's gone a more political angle,
Mm,
and
I could feel that.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Don't Look Up. I mean, Vice, which was about Dick Cheney, The Big Short, which was about the housing market crisis.
I
Um,
really liked The Big Short. That was a great movie.
Yeah, I mean that was like I think his fluke. I don't think anything that he's followed up with was that great. But he set on it, and what really sucks is that this is the guy who made Anchorman and shit. And his relationship with Will Ferrell is completely strained at this point. Like they don't talk to each other anymore.
Is it
Uh,
because of that movie?
no, I mean, I don't know what happened. They're kind of hush hush about it. There's been some like rumors about it, but
Hmm.
what it all came down to was that for whatever reason he had a movie, and usually he's very in very close contact with Will Ferrell about these parts
Oh, it
and
gives them
whatnot.
first dibs and stuff like that, right?
And he gave it to John C. Riley, and it's just like, wait, they
Oh,
work together a lot of the time. Why didn't you just cut him out? And like Will Ferrell tried to reach out to him and everything, and no response. So it was just like, wow, all right, so that's
do
what
we
it
know which
is.
movie that is?
I can't remember
Is it
honestly.
Step Brother? That'd be funny if it was Step
Yeah,
Brothers.
Step Brothers.
He's like, I gave it to him, but then I also didn't give it to him. He was supposed to be Dale.
Yeah,
Go back and
I really want.
reversed it.
Yes, I really wanted to explore the character of Dale
Dale
Doback.
Doback.
But yeah, I mean, we're not getting those kind of movies anymore. The classic Will Ferrell, Adam McKay
Mm-hmm.
team up anymore. Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, Anchorman.
Ah,
Those are
so
all
good.
kind of gone. And maybe he just ran out of creative juices for that. But now he's definitely just playing into more political movies. And it's just like,
Stay in your lane, dude. Stay
well,
in
I
your
mean,
lane.
he might be good at it. He might not be. But it doesn't look like from his recent track record is doing too well.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 is not the best track record, but
Mm.
okay. Anything else before we go ahead and move over to some sad news and then our box office rundown?
Hmm.
Um, at the end of 2021, we did lose a couple of big icons in the media space. We lost John Madden. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with his famous quotes about Brett
Boom.
Favre. Yeah, and we also lost Betty White, who was 3 weeks away from her 100th birthday.
Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna put that in the other things, and I realized, you know what, that has nothing to do with all the other stuff. So, um, for you guys, I know Madden was more of a meme stuff, right? Did you guys ever play the games, or what do you guys know about him?
Only know that he was like he was the coach of the Raiders for a while, and then he's a broadcaster, and that he like invented the TV drawing thing.
Yeah. But that's pretty accurate. That's pretty much what most
Boom.
everybody knows him
And then
for.
went,
Yeah.
boom.
What about you, Ben? Did you have any exposure to John Madden at all outside of like Madden
Nope.
2004 or 8 or whatever?
Nope, just EA Sports.
I only ever played NFL Blitz as far as football games.
Yeah. But I mean, everybody knows the Madden series, right? I
Right.
mean, it's not like he is essentially what Tiger Woods is to golf for most people, I feel. And then what about for you guys for Betty White? I know that she was huge for Golden Girls and stuff like that.
I only ever saw her in like little bit roles she would play in like
Cameos and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like or like little small roles she would pop up. I never every time when I was a kid and Golden Girls came on, I was like, oh,
Next.
I want cartoons.
Yeah. Saturday mornings was you got cartoons up till like what 10 o'clock 11 o'clock, and then after that it was
Soul
I Love
Train.
Lucy. Yeah, that I Love Lucy and Golden Girls, and then maybe Three's and Company.
Yeah, and then there was Nick at Night. There was like I think on Saturdays there was like it was right before Nick at Night, but where it had like the kind of like the kind of teenage shows. Like Are You Afraid of the Dark and that kind of stuff, all that. And then afterwards it was like, okay, now it's Nick at Night, I Dream of Jeannie, and I'm like, fuck, I don't care.
Wait, Nick at Night eventually got Fresh Prince, so I'll give it that.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
like
now
it's like
it's for us now. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what are
It's
you
like the
talking about,
oldies
guys?
station. It's like Coast 103.5 was what my dad used to listen to, and
Now
I
they're
was like,
playing
oh, that's
Sublime
for old people. And now it's like they're playing like Britney Spears, they're playing like NSYNC, Sublime. Like I'm not sure if this is happening or not, but I'm pretty sure I heard at one point they were playing Linkin Park, and I was like, no, this is old music now. So yeah, it's probably one of those.
It'll happen to you.
Oh God. But yeah, so two big icons. Apparently 2021 wasn't done taking some stuff from us, so which is unfortunate, but rest in peace. So we'll move over to our box office rundown. At number 1, no surprise, Spider-Man No Way Home with 56 million. It is currently grossing $613 million domestically. Number 2 is Sing 2 with 20 million, and then number 3 is The Kingsman, 4.5 million. Number 4, American Underdog. Number 5, the movie of the week this week, The Matrix Resurrection, at 3.8. Number 6, West Side Story. Number 7, Ghostbusters Afterlife makes a little bit of resurgence from 11 now up to 7. Number 8, Licorice Pizza. Number 9, A Journal for Jordan. Number 10, Encanto. Falling out of the top 10 is 83. I have no idea what that is. Any comments, questions, concerns?
I got a gripe.
Sure.
About, again, I know nothing about it, but it bothers me based on what I think I know about it. Sing 2, or I guess the Sing movies. Are these like, what is it with these movies where it's just like, oh, do you want to hear whatever the current pop songs are in a
Sung
movie?
by animals?
Yeah, sung, like, not even sung. I don't even know if it's sung by animals. Do you just want to hear the exact song, the exact pop song in a movie with lines of dialogue interspersed? Like, is that the appeal? Is that the appeal of those movies?
But it's so relevant.
Huh? What?
I don't know.
Animals.
I mean, it's a gorilla singing your favorite pop song, Stu. What's there not to love?
You know what? You're right. I retract my gripe.
Thank you.
My persona is a lion, and I really identify.
I mean, come on. If they could do it in Lion King out in the safari, let's domesticate them, bring them to New York. I mean, what's not to love?
Actually, it's supposed to take place in Las Vegas and Sing 2.
Well, then I hate it.
Also, the lion's probably like, "Oh, great! I wrote a lot of original material. I'd like to." Nope. We already have the song.
We want you to sing Ariana Grande's "Thank You" next.
Yeah.
Actually, the lion's Bono.
Oh, that's even worse. Wait, so if they have like a bunch of singers in the movie, why do they have actors like like normal actors also?
I don't know. They'll call him A, they'll call him B.
Like, do they just do the singing part and then the actor does the talking part,
It's just a
or
very
something?
wide net. Do you like this actor? No. Do you like this singer? No. Maybe you like this animal. Oh God, yes.
Why didn't you start with animal?
Well, do we have the movie for you?
Do you like Bono? No, I hate him actually.
But as a lion, I love Bono the lion. Can't get me enough of that.
Also, this is a complete random.
You open this whole
Yeah,
can about.
this is a deep, this is a dark rabbit hole we're going down.
Oh, it's a really dark rabbit
Don't
hole.
worry, Stu. This is the internet. Okay, we're posting this on the internet. Please.
No,
continue.
I was just gonna say, like, so going back to a long way. So you know the movie Taken, right?
Wait, what the fuck are you talking?
Wait.
Hey Ben, let him finish. I'm interested.
With me. So in the movie Taken, Liam Neeson's daughter, or whatever, stepdad's daughter, whatever, gets kidnapped and she tells him, or she's going to Europe so that they go on a fucking U2 world tour or European tour. Like, who the fuck wants to see fucking U2, and who wants to see them that many times
in their natural habitat, Europe?
Like, maybe Liam Neeson should have been like, I couldn't find her, sorry.
Yeah, I guess she was taken.
The tour took her. The tour just took her.
She must have, I don't know, maybe Bono has her.
Oh God, that should have been taken for. Bono is the
Bono's
sex
revenge.
trafficker. It's kind of like Now You See Me Too, where Daniel Radcliffe is like.
Don't even get me started on that movie franchise.
No. I'm just saying, like this famous actor becomes. Yeah.
Who the fuck? How am I supposed to watch a movie about people doing magic tricks when, like, the whole
Harry
thing
Potter.
is magic? Like, the whole movie is like, you don't have to do any sleight of hand or anything like that.
It's movie magic.
It's just CGI the fucking thing, and everybody's here or everybody's gone. Like, oh, magic! Like, am I supposed to be blown away by this? Like, it's just a fucking movie.
Okay, Job.
What? Joe doesn't like that movie?
No. Job from Arrested Development. It's an
illusions, Michael.
It's not a magic trick. It's an illusion.
Like, did you see? And Now You See Me? How he took the
through the card, and it's completely
car, and they made it disappear. Like, okay,
it completely ignores all laws of physics. Yeah,
it's not like it was David Blaine doing that to someone at random person at a Costco parking lot.
No, okay. I know someone's made this rant before, but I just want to bring it up again. Whose idea was it to name the sequel Now You See Me 2? Like, the first movie is called Now You See Me. The fucking second movie, it's a slam dunk. It's an alley-oop. You're at the hoop already. Now you don't. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
That is a good point. Was it Now You See Me TOO?
No,
the number 2.
That's even worse. Yeah, that's even worse.
It's like going up for the alley-oop and then passing it to someone way downtown on the other side of court so they can get a dunk.
I've seen some
it's like when I play
Chinese
NBA
basketball
Jam.
clips. They'd go up for a dunk and they get rejected by the rim. That's exactly what happened.
That's like, what was his name? Robert Soccer in the Chinese league going up for a dunk. He's just standing there and he fucking misses the dunk. He didn't even go and wind up for it or nothing. He was just standing there, tries to go for the dunk and just dinks it onto the rim.
Okay. All right. Don't want to waste any more time. All right. All right. We're going to move over to Cinco or Swimo really quickly. Spider-Man No Way Home is making a bid for Best Picture. Cinco or Swimo, it will make it as a candidate.
Those movies never make it, or they never win.
Yeah.
But do you think it'll actually be a candidate?
The Academy, well, for what?
Best Picture.
Best Picture? No.
That's what they're campaigning for.
movies that are everybody likes are never the ones that are in the running.
I don't know. We really liked Parasite.
Yeah, but that's different. That's like
Okay.
that's like Oscar or whatever fodder or bait. Oscar bait. There we go.
So I'm gonna. It sounds like Cinco for both
Oh,
of
so
you. Right?
you don't even know which one it is anymore.
I can't even tell. Well, because I want it to be Swimmo.
Well, yeah, we all would like to see it swimmo, but it's not.
Okay. Winnie the Pooh is now public domain. It's I think it was like 95 years ago. That's when it
Take
was
that.
copyrighted.
China.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to make fake merchandise anymore. You can make the real stuff because it's all the same. Cinco or Swimmo, does that even matter?
Wait, what's the Cinco or Swimmo part? Like,
does it matter that it's public domain?
I mean, doesn't everything eventually become public domain after a certain amount of time?
Except if it's copyrighted by Disney, for example, all the songs and other characters and stuff like that. So the characters are public domain, but all the subsequent like movies and screenshots and all that stuff, that's all still owned by Disney. So
wait, so are you telling me none of the songs in any Disney movie can be in the hit motion picture Sing 2?
it can if it's licensed from them, but probably not.
Oh.
Let's see what else is there. There's a fan theory that Emily Blunt and John Krasinski will be in the next Fantastic Four. Emily Blunt would be Sue Storm, and John Krasinski would be Patrick Reed. Is it Patrick Reed?
Stretchy Man?
Reed? Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know.
Reed Rogers?
Do we really need another Fantastic Four movie?
That's what I was going to ask you guys.
Yeah, the first one was perfect.
Huh? The first one with Chris Evans?
Dude,
I don't know enough to dispute it, but
Chris Evans was hot in two ways.
Flaming pile of garbage. Okay. It sounds like that's going to be a Cinco for both of you. Dwayne Johnson turns down Vin Diesel's offer to join Fast and Furious 10, 11. I don't know which one we're on now at this point.
Whatever the next one is.
13. Cinco or Swimmo, does it matter?
Abstaino, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
I think that counts as a Cinco, so
Cinco it is. I'm just gonna make it a Cinco. All right. This one is actually mostly for Stu. Avon Georgia's Leon in Resident Evil.
Oh,
in Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. They've mentioned that Leon should have been the main the main character.
Not the way he played him.
Would that have fixed it?
If it was like the same character but the focus of the movie, absolutely not. It would have been even worse.
Okay. And would it have been able to save it if they brought Mila Jovovich?
No.
As Alice.
It's just getting worse.
Yeah,
I'm just asking the question that was posted. Somebody else posted that saying that that would have solved the issues with the movie.
It would have solved it because it would have been made because it would have been so bad.
Okay, so Cinco for both of those. All right, so we're gonna move over to our movie of the week this week, which is The Matrix Resurrections. Ben and Stu, you guys both did them last week, right? So I'll do this one. Thomas Anderson, the most successful video game developer of all time and creator of The Matrix, is struggling with his latest venture, Binary, which is over budget. So parent company Warner Brothers has decided to make a sequel to the trilogy that they said wouldn't be made, and it would be crazy expensive. But it's going to be meta, and it's going to have bullet time. So why not go down the rabbit hole once again? It's your choice, but choice is really an illusion, because you already know what you have to do. All right. Ben, thoughts on The Matrix Resurrections?
As someone that loves the original Matrix and even the sequels, like I know that a lot of people don't like the sequels, but I like them. This movie was extremely frustrating. Like I know it's a bit polarizing, but like I like the first act, I guess. I don't want to spoil what was going on in there, but the later parts of the film I just did not even care for. Like the action sequences in particular were terrible. They were awful. Neo is just spamming the fucking same move over and over and over again. It's like that guy you play in Street Fighter and you just like, do fireball over and over again. It's like, oh, you're not going to learn, so here you go. Just Hadouken. It's just like over and over and over again. It kind of gets boring after a while.
Jump kick.
Yeah, or it's just like, oh, jump kick. Oh, you're on the ground. I'm just going to sweep you. Just over and over again. The original trilogy,
kung fu.
Oh, well, here's the thing. So the original trilogy, regardless of what you think of the sequels, had some iconic and cool ass action sequences, like the original subway fight with Agent Smith, the freeway and the chateau sequence in Reloaded, the fucking all-out war in Revolutions. I mean, there's probably more that come to mind, but those are all the ones I can think of, and I'm like, those are amazing, right? Regardless of like what you think of those sequel movies, you can't say that the freeway sequence in Reloaded was ass. It wasn't. The chateau sequence, amazing. So this movie had none of that. I can't think of a moment where I thought, damn, like that's sick as hell. Nothing. We get some like cool concepts of like, oh, that could be something really cool if they like expand on it later on. But I'll get to those in the spoiler section. It's like heavily outweighed by the rest of shit this movie shoveled out of his asshole. Like a 3 out of 5.
A nice
or
image.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 5. Okay,
Yeah,
what about you, Stu?
Like 3 out of 5, huh? Not bad.
10.
That's technically like a 6 out of 10. Okay.
I've eaten at Yelp places that are reviewed lower on Yelp.
What about you, Stu?
Unfortunately, I am in the same boat as Ben.
Woo!
I really wanted to like this movie. I even watched the original 3
so did
into it. And so that was a fun little adventure to go down again. But then this movie was just, I mean, the first part of the movie was just kind of like, I was like okay with it. It wasn't like great to me, and then the rest of the movie I was kind of bummed out. There were still a couple cool things to see again that they did. But again, a lot of it was just kind of like rehashings of things that have already happened. And yeah, it was unfortunate. I don't think this movie had to be made, but we'll probably get into the spoilers as to why it was made. But yeah, so I give it like a 4 out of 10.
But nothing comforts anxiety like a little nostalgia.
If it's done right.
I mean, they should have just played the original movie in place, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense. So for me, I feel the same thing. I think this movie was really trying way too hard in certain spots, and I think the idea was really good. But I think it really does beg the question, was it necessary for it to be made? I was really hoping that we were going to get something similar to along the lines of like, well, if the original trilogy had more CGI and more techniques that were available, what movie would they make? That was the movie I was hoping for, and that's not the movie we got. So for me, 4 out of 10. It's kind of the best way to put it. Yeah, I know. It's sad because the way that they built the movie and all the trailers and stuff like that, they kind of build this as this is the movie you guys would have wanted, because everybody was begging after the third one, we want to know what happens next, right? And then they go this really, really, really long stretch without anything, and they go, okay, here you go. This is the movie you guys have been asking for, and it's like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, so, it was actually a little bit fortunate that I got sick when I did, because it was right before I was going to see this movie in theaters, and then I ended up watching it on HBO Max, which I was like, oh god, thank god I didn't go to the theater for this.
You would have thrown some popcorn at the nearest patron, I'm pretty sure, just out of disgust.
Yeah, I'm sure would have been sitting right next to me in an otherwise
have to go
empty
too far
theater.
For this. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move over to our spoiler zone. Pretty sure this will be a nice and quick one. And everybody took the red pill. We're inside the spoiler zone. Great. All right.
Wait, is the spoiler zone the blue pill or the red? No, it's the red pill.
It's the red pill, because we're waking up.
Let's
out
get
of
red
this.
pilled on. Yeah, let's get red pilled on.
Please wake me up out of this mess. All right.
Actually, no. We probably want the blue pill so we can go back into a world where this movie doesn't exist.
Wait, Morpheus, which pill was I supposed to take?
If I take one of each, what happens to me?
Do I have to take food with it? Do I have to?
Take 2 and see me in the morning. 2 as in one of each, or both of the same?
How many hours after can I go swimming after? Or?
Do not take more than 2 blue pills or 1 red
Continue with
pill every
alcohol.
24 hours. Do not operate heavy machinery after taking the blue pill. All right. All right, Ben, we'll start with you.
All right, so I did mention that there were some things I thought were a pretty neat idea, but weren't sufficiently fleshed out for it to really merit anything. Like, I really did like the meta-ness of the first act. I know that looking at a few of the reviews online, a lot of people were kind of docking it on that, but I think it was just it was pretty half-assed, you know? In the first, 30 minutes of the film, they really were leaning heavily into like
making fun of itself.
Thomas Anderson like made the Matrix, like the game and all this shit, but it didn't really amount to anything in the end. I don't even get why or like how some of the plot points even happen in relation to him being like the developer of that game and making they kept saying a modal.
Yes, that I was getting a little triggered by
as
that.
Computer programmer, as both of you who majored in computer science.
No, it's nothing that a modal is nothing that they were trying to make it out.
So
to be.
what
I thought
is
a
a
modal's
modal?
like a pop-up. Am I
It
stupid?
is.
Okay.
So what they should have said is the word model or script would have been more.
But
accurate.
modal sounds more techie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but modal also sounds pretentious and stupid when you find out what it actually is.
Oh, I've been saying that to all my stakeholders this whole time.
Guys, we have to invest in modals. Ooh, he knows what he's talking about.
That's actually my strategy. You just say a lot of big buzzwords and it's just like, damn, all right, I'm all aboard. This modal's red. Oh my God, take my money. But yeah, I think like they lean pretty heavily into that, and I thought it was going to make more of an impact later on in the movie, but it literally went nowhere.
Throw it away. Yep.
Within the first 30 minutes. I mean, that was it, and it's really disappointing because I thought it was going to do something with it. Like it kind of set up these other cool plot points too, like Agent Smith and Morpheus. I mean, the real reason that Agent Smith and Morpheus weren't there was, I think, scheduling conflicts. I'm not actually sure about Lawrence Fishburne, but for Hugo Weaving, he had scheduling conflicts, so that's why they recast him. But Lawrence Fishburne, I'm not exactly sure why they didn't
I thought I saw a thing. I think this could be completely false, but I like to think it's true. That he agreed to do it initially, and then he saw the script and he's like, "Nah."
Well, I guess
that would be a good enough reason for sure not to do it.
Guess he's really in the Matrix because he sure dodged a bullet there. But yeah, I think like the idea of Agent Smith.
What just happened to your voice?
Yeah, you turned into a different person.
I choked on an ice cube. What do you want me to say? All right.
You got all choked up about it. You know what he?
Guys. I think Ben got taken over by Agent in that split second.
So with Agent Smith and Morpheus, like the idea was kind of cool that Agent Smith is back, but self-created. He's kind of free of the system and all that. Didn't go anywhere with that, and like it was kind of lame to see where it did kind of lead in the final parts of the movie. Morpheus, he's a program that is half Agent Smith, half Morpheus. And you kind of get to see how he's like struggling to kind of combine the two throughout the first part of the movie, where he's like trying to play it sleazy, he's just like, hey, how's it going, I'm Morpheus. I thought that was kind of funny. He's just like, this isn't supposed to happen, you're supposed to take this pill. Like he's kind of struggling with it, and it was kind of funny. But then they threw his character out like towards the end of the movie, so I was just like, what was the fucking point of that? I'm really disappointed. And that guy,
remember that super pivotal character from the first movies?
Yeah, he's
just kind of like, he's
trash. You're trash.
You're trash. Replaced him. They replaced him with Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, but let me get to that.
You're sighing, so I'm gonna say something. I thought it was gonna be controversial. A lot of people loved him. I wasn't a huge fan of his character and like him in the movie in general. I didn't think it went together.
Yeah, like that was actually one of the shit points I had for this movie. Neil Patrick Harris as the bad guy, completely out of fucking left field. Not only that, but it was just like I don't know how you guys feel about the very end of the movie where Trinity comes over to Neil Patrick Harris's place and just starts beating the shit out of him. I felt like that scene was just so misplaced.
Let's wrap it up. Yeah,
well,
it
not
just kind of
even
came
like
out of nowhere.
no, yeah, it was like out of nowhere. Like the rest of the film, like was pretty like misplaced and misshapen all over. But this one really stuck out like a sore thumb because I felt like it was one of those very weak. Oh, let's shove in a girl power scene, women empowerment. Except the rest of the movie is not really about that at all. But let's try to make a U-turn and try to catch that that turn for that.
Check the box really quick.
Even though the previous movies were already filled with strong female characters.
Yeah, and they really wanted to just hammer it in. They're just like, oh, let's make Neil Patrick Harris super misogynistic at the end and just make him say a whole bunch of shit that really comes out of nowhere. He never, even hinted at it, but let's just make him say all these things.
Oh yeah,
and
make
then
him
we'll
really
have
power her up essentially.
Yeah, and then well, I mean, it's just supposed to be like, oh, he does a misogynistic thing. Trinity kicks him. Say another thing, breaks his jaw. Just over and over again. Just like, what the fuck? Where is this coming from? I feel like if you wanted to go that angle, probably tailor the rest of the movie to kind of go along with it. Otherwise, this just seems like, hey, look, we love women. Look at us.
Why would a machine give two shits about whether? Why would they have like
how
a
can
prejudice?
be misogynistic?
Yeah, like how? Yeah, it's like they're all power sources to them. They don't care.
Yeah, but I don't like the ones without penises.
It's so hard to code where it's just not
they need
there.
They need to get back into their little goop cell and make me a power sandwich.
All right, Stu, what about you? What are your thoughts on this?
So the first part of the movie was kind of like, okay, to me, like the part where they're being little
the Matrix
meta,
effed with your
I don't like
mind.
I don't like how it's people phrase it, but how they're being meta
Yep.
about it. I did like the line where it's like, Warner Brothers is gonna make us make the movie whether we do it or not. So
yeah.
I thought that was funny. I was like, oh god damn it. And I think that kind of set up the expectations for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some of the stuff that bothered me about it was like, Ben already kind of touched on it, but like the action sequences, just like it seemed like Keanu Reeves was like a footnote in a lot of the action. For a lot of the action, it looked like they were trying to like mix in enough of like the other characters. It was like, okay, don't really care too much about the other characters because we don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
They also, and then as far as like the whole Smith thing, like I get that they couldn't get Hugo Weaving, but like it would have been cool if I don't know who the actor is, but if he could have like at least like done the mannerisms and whatnot of the original Smith. So like, hey, so that it's like, oh cool, it's like the same Smith but in a different rapper or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kept calling him Tom. That bothered me. It's like you never once called him Tom in any of the other movies. He was always Mr. Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have been cool, or even just he didn't have to do it the whole movie, but even at some point, like towards the end, he just like Mr. Anderson.
But you've seen him before, though, right, Stu?
What?
Jonathan Groff, the guy who plays Agent Smith this time.
Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, he's in Frozen. Remember Frozen?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, he's from Mindhunter. That's where I remembered him.
Oh, that's right, Mindhunter. Which come on, season 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But anyways, there were some things I thought were cool to see again, like the actual I guess the quote unquote real world of the Matrix, where they go back to the new city and they got like little computer programs that are manifesting that help them. I thought that was kind of cool, and like seeing Jada Pinkett as old Niobe. Although at first I was like, is that Jada Pinkett? I can't even tell.
Yeah,
there's a little too much makeup and stuff, but I thought that was cool. And then also seeing like Neo with like the shaved head and everything. I'm like, oh man, he's got to. I hope he shot John Wick 4 already. Jeez.
Why did they shave him for John Wick?
He's just gonna be shaved for John Wick. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Although I thought it was pretty cool. Keanu Reeves almost looks exactly the same when he shaves his head as he does in the original movies.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a little bit of aging, but he's like exactly the same.
I thought it was kind of funny how they pointed out, like, oh, you haven't aged one bit. And they're just like, well, yeah, he kind of doesn't look like he aged.
Yeah. But yeah, the action and everything, just it wasn't a Matrix movie like how we're used to, especially after rewatching the first three.
Yeah, martial arts. Come on.
Yeah. So
yeah, they missed the chance to be able to kind of not just do a callback, but actually do something with it. But I felt like kind of like Ben, what you were saying, they were checking a lot of boxes. They're like, well, is Neo here? Check. Is Agent Smith here? Well, technically, so we'll put a half check in there. Do we have this? Do we poke fun at ourselves about the Matrix? Sure. Do we poke fun at our parent company, Warner Brothers? Yep, yeah, we do that too. And then they just wrap up the movie. I was like, okay, is this going to be? Are we going to get 3 more movies after this? Because you've definitely made it so that we don't kind of care anymore about this at this point. That's the way it feels. So,
it was one thing. I this is not even related to this movie, but because I watched the original 3, something that was said in the second movie in Reloaded when Neo's having his conversation with the architect. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then also
it's a word soup.
And it reminded me. It literally like I don't know if you ever saw the South Park episode where they were kind of poking fun at the Matrix, where they just like talk in circles, and it's like, holy shit, South Park was not even really like making that much of a stretch. This is literally just nonsense wrapped up in flowery prose.
But yeah, like that whole architect scene was just like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, stop like saying like a paragraph before you get to your point.
Ergo.
Yeah. But one thing that I was able to, at least I think I was able to discern from that scene was that, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like the architect was implying, or it came out straight up said that the real world, of the Matrix doesn't actually seem like it's the real world, because he said that this was going to be like the 7th time Zion was destroyed.
Yeah.
Which, like, wait a minute. So this has all happened. All of this has happened already. There have been 6 other ones, the ones before Neo.
Yep.
Like, what? Like, so none of this is real? So not even the what we think is the real world is real?
That could have been cool. Like,
ooh,
take the Matrix Resurrections, and it's like the real world is also part of the Matrix. It's a simulation.
Yeah, it's
in a simulation.
Whoa. But I wanted to bring that up just because I thought, that was a kind of an interesting, like, holy shit, none of this is real. Even the war against machines, none of it's real.
Damn.
But yeah, that would have been a better twist, I feel like. But yeah, no, I don't know where they're planning on leading with this.
Hopefully nowhere.
Into the ground.
But Ben, do you know a little bit about the history about this one? Obviously, I know the Wachowski, they didn't want to do another one.
Yeah,
right? That was originally the plan. And how were they able to kind of like strong arm them into actually doing it?
Money.
Because I think we only got Lana Wachowski. We didn't get the other sister, right?
No, I think they both worked on it. I think it's just one of them wrote it.
No, it was only one Wachowski that directed it. I think
I could have sworn I saw the other one's name in the credits.
I just see directed by Lana Wachowski. I don't see.
Yeah, it was just like, but I think the other one also at least was somehow involved.
I don't know. I don't think they've collaborated in a while, if I remember correctly.
I could have sworn I saw a different Wachowski name in the credits.
Not related.
No, yeah, it's a parenthetical.
Or maybe it's her her mom or dad.
Alter
bringing
ego.
them
She's like, I don't want to
sandwiches.
be tied to this. If it flops, then
Oh,
at
that was
least
the
we can
ori-
make
that was
another
like,
one.
oh,
But
okay,
Lily
she-
Wachowski will do it this time, not Lana. But
Also,
yeah,
what was the deal with that like dollar store Rage Against the Machine at the
Oh
end?
man, I actually saw like a number of reviews like point that cover out, and everyone's like, "This is a terrible cover.
This is awful. Like, just use the original. Like,
nope, it's with kazoos. It's better.
I
We're
think it
meta.
embodies the movie pretty well, you know.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You guys want
Hey,
Neo?
kids, you like
Here's
Rage
Drive
Against the
Store
Machine?
Neo.
Well, fuck you. You like the Matrix? Well, fuck you.
Here's the one that's on the budget shelf at Walmart.
Here's
you
a
go.
garage cover band.
What was
Like
that?
this-
You like Dr. Pepper? Well, we have
Mr.
Dr. Thunder. Here you go. Just almost as good. The RC Cola of Matrix.
Hey, RC Cola's all right.
Yeah, it's good in a pinch. It's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you wanted to say like Shasta or something, then
Whoa, Shasta. No, just kidding.
Let's end the podcast before we end friendships over this.
Guys, any other thoughts about Matrix Resurrection?
Yeah, can we stop talking about it?
Clearly, it should have just died. They should have just left it. All right. So join us next week as we review on our movie of the week, The Kingsman. Don't forget to follow us wherever you're getting your favorite podcasts. We're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Google, and Apple Podcasts. And also check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dos5incos, spelled 5incos.
You don't have to do that. If they don't know by now, then
it's in the description.
Yeah,
we'll just say that. You'll find it down below.
I don't think you have to tell people how to spell.
Oh, fine.
That's 5, the number 5, not
The
spelled
number
F-I-5-V-E.
All right. As always, I've been your host, David.
I'm Stuart.
And I'm Ben.
Don't forget to tip your Reiki master. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Okay, bye.
Bye.